So this is part 2 of working on this old 1973 Mercedes. This thing, it's a classic, you know. If you haven't seen part 1 of the video, go down in the description. We got a link there for you. But part 2 is all about carburetors. We got this piece of junk. No good. Yeeting that out of here. Look what we have here. The Thunder Mingo. Enjoy high quality. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy it. We got a universal carburetor, 2 barrels, 2 of them. This thing is straight off some website. I think it's called like Amazon.com or something. Let's see what we got here. That appears to be a carburetor. Wow. Oh, wow. I gotta step away. That is the strongest Chinesium smell I've ever smelled. I mean, oh my God. I don't even know how to describe that. It smells like, I don't even know, varnished gas and like mice, and that is pungent. Wow. But anyway, we are going from 4 barrels down to 2. Some would say, yeah, that's a downgrade, but at least it'll run, right? So, I mean, nice shiny chrome piece. That's adding tens of dollars to the value of this thing. Wow, wow. Be sure to put that in the Facebook Marketplace listing when it's listed. But yeah, I mean, it appears it's gonna fit, right? I mean, undo a couple of bolts, add a couple of bolts or something, and we should be good. But all right, let's get this guy out of here. All right, so we got the coolant lines disconnected. It does appear it's got some sort of electronic choke, assuming that is a choke. I don't know what I'm looking at. But the new carburetor has electronic choke, so this is what that's for. That'll be great. Should be able to just connect that up. We got the bolts disconnected, so this thing should be loose in theory. Might have to get the crowbar on this. Be right back. So I'm hoping I do have all the bolts loose, because otherwise I'm gonna look like a fool. Let's see here. Oh, come on. I don't know, good way to pry on this. Oh yeah, that is loosey goosey. All right, let's pull it off. Well, we got this out of there. Take a look at that. Holy crap. She was running a tad bit rich, perhaps. So I obviously have an adapter kit. I don't have it yet. UPS is being a little slow, but it adapts this bolt pattern to this bolt pattern. But these studs obviously have to go to accommodate. So we have the vice grip hooked up to the stud. If I get lucky, these will come loose. And I don't know, I'm feeling lucky, so let's see here. Oh, no way. Wow, look at that, guys. They all came out nice and easy. Like, it wasn't even a question. They were coming out. Should probably go buy a lottery ticket. But anyway, that's going to be our setup. Something roughly like that. Now, one thing I'm noticing right off the bat, throttle is going to get interesting. Doesn't really want to go this way, I suppose. Let's see. Okay. I mean, if I move this, because you can see instead of going like straight this way, it's gonna go like at a 45-degree angle, which is not exactly ideal, but with enough zip ties and willpower, I think we can make it work. So I got myself an adapter kit. Unfortunately, well, it's supposed to go this way for starters, but we're not quite lining up. Let's line up that one. That one's pretty close. Come over here. It's not lining up. So this will have to get some drilling therapy. Now, you know, that was to be expected. I'm like, this thing probably, this $12 universal eBay special is probably not going to fit a 1973 Mercedes. Expected. However, it also does not fit our here Temu special carburetor, which, you know, I thought they'd, you know, Temu special to eBay special should match right up. Nope, not a chance. So we're gonna have to do some drilling here. Also some milling on the side because our throttle is touching the adapter there. We got some work cut out for us here. Now, of course, I don't have a mill or drill press or anything, so it's gonna get interesting. So this here is what they call a mill. Now, basically, these holes need to get closer together, so luckily it's aluminum, so shouldn't be too bad. Well, I would say the milling operation was a success. We got the holes milled, we got these widened for the new carburetor, a little bit of a clearancing milling operation there, and she should be ready to go. We have the gasket that is supposed to go on the intake. You know, the intake holes don't quite line up. We might just clearance on this middle part, clearance on the holes obviously, and that should seal enough. So on the carburetor side, we're gonna have to modify this gasket slightly. Those holes are not lining up. I don't know if I ordered the wrong kit or bad quality control, no idea, but that is not gonna work. Well, she now has the correct number of carburetors installed, and look at that. Looks pretty good, all bolted in, you know. We used some Toyota bumper bolts, and I mean, they work good. They even match, that's pretty good. Now, the elephant in the room, right, is the throttle situation. So there was this bar here that went this way. That's not gonna work. However, this is also part of the throttle, so it pushes it back. So I'm thinking, if we attach it like right in here somewhere, and then attach it down here, that should move this back with this, and should all be the same movement. So we got some bolts hooked into this thing. Got one hooked into here, you know, look at this. Now, this is the linkage that was down here. And if you can see here, it has this feature where when this throttle moves, it has to move a little bit before this thing actually moves. So I don't know what that was supposed to do, but we are retaining that. So now if we hook this up, you see, oh yeah, we'll have to obviously bolt it all down, but we got movement. And so that took some fiddling. I had to install an adjustment bolt. So there was like just a rivet there that allowed this to move on its own. We locked that down, and now full range of movement. We are dialed in. All right, here goes nothing. Give it a few pumps. Nothing, huh? Strange. Very strange. All right, let's give it a little bit of a manual choke. I don't know about all that electronic stuff. God, that buzzer's annoying. Sounds like it's about ready to die. A lot of nothing still. Strange. So it's been a couple weeks since I left you guys last. If you have keen eyes, you'll notice the car is facing a different direction. And, you know, this puddle on the ground indicates we were able to turn it around. And we have ourselves a runner. Annoying buzzer's still there. Look at that. Fires right up. Listen to this. Oh. You know, a little bit of a rough idle, but that's fine. But anyway, yeah, it was a hell of a time getting this thing to seal up. I don't know if it's really even sealed up still, but we had to put some JB weld. We had to put some, I mean, this is a, you know, 10-foot job, I'd say. You know, being we're so close, you're kind of seeing more of the intricacies, but you don't really want to see that, you know. It's not where you want to be. But all you need to know, I mean, it works. It runs. But yeah, it's leaking a lot. Now, check the oil in it. Let me show you guys this. Maybe you can't really tell, because the oil does look pretty fresh, but it is way over full. Like, the line is like right here. So I'm not sure if there's a bunch of water in there or what, but I think that's why it's leaking oil. I think it's literally just being pushed out because it's so overfull. This stuff feels very watery that's coming out. Like, it doesn't even feel like, it just feels like brown water. Let's see what we get. Jeez, how long is this thing? Sure, I'm gonna get it all over me. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's straight water. Jesus. Made a mess, of course. Shoot. Sorry to cut it short there, but you know, we ran into a bit of a clean up an aisle 7 type of situation. But this thing is pretty much full. And we had to go to the auxiliary one. This thing's supposed to hold like 6 quarts, and I mean, there is at least probably double that. Like, there's at least a gallon of straight gas. So it wasn't water, which I guess is good. But yeah, it was gas, like at least a gallon of gas in this thing. So safe to say she was probably running a little bit rich, you know, just a tad bit. But fortunately I don't have a new oil filter, so I'll just have to put some new oil in it and at some point do the oil filter swap, but at least to get me down the road for a little bit. We'll do this quick and dirty change here. Now, I know the purists and the forums, they're gonna be, you know, shaking their heads at this, but it's what I have. I don't have time to run to the store. But you know, it's got all the vitamins and minerals, I do believe, so down the hatch you go. All right, hopefully the fresh oil provides a little bit of an oil pressure boost. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at, oh, 45. We were hanging out maybe 15 before, so definitely helps. So I've already tested. It has reverse and drive, at least first gear. Oh, sometimes it's a little finicky getting it into drive. It likes reverse. Drive though, sometimes you gotta do a little bit of a neutral drop. It's fine though. Okay, I think we got second gear. Second gear. Oh, there's a third gear, I believe. Or maybe second, I don't know. Maybe I'm miscounting the gears, but it's going down the road. The old fast turn signal mod on it. Huh. Well, okay, we don't need those. That's kind of a luxury feature anyway. Okay, okay. Well, we made it out of the block, so that's a start. Bit of a smoke coming out. Maybe let's try reverse here. Put it back in its home for now. I don't know if we can be trusted on these higher traveled roads. Yeah, let's reverse her back. Well, we did make it back to its original spot. I didn't have to use the old Chevrolet legs, so that's good. Would appear that our coolant is coming up to temp. It's good. I don't even want to check the heater because I doubt we have one. This is what a properly tuned carb looks like. Oh, I forgot. You have to have it in neutral to start it. But watch this. That is what I call a proper tune, okay? Didn't even have to break out the flathead for that one. All right, I lied. I'm gonna check the heat. If I can figure it out. What in tarnation? So I'm assuming this, we don't want cool, we want heat. But, okay, wait. Okay, there's air. Defrost, okay. We got defrost. We have it on our feet. Just defrost. Oh wait, coming out of this vent, but not these. And that vent, okay. We got some forward movement. So, okay, that's changing something. Not sure what. Okay, you gotta have a high level IQ to figure out what the hell is going on here. I have no idea. I honestly maybe you pull something there. Turns out that just breaks it. I don't really know. It's not hot though, so I'd say we don't have heat. We definitely don't have AC. I can already tell you that without even testing. Does still have a little bit of a high idle. Weird thing is it still moves in reverse. Or not reverse, neutral. What am I saying? God, I think all these exhaust fumes are getting to me. But it still moves a little bit when revving in neutral. It's got a little bit of a burble tune on it. What do you got for exhaust? Nothing. Muffler delete. She's running mint though. Wow. Let's figure out this windshield. I can't really see where I'm going. I suppose it'd help to have some glass cleaner, but we don't, so make the most of it. But yeah, look at that. Now this is a going to town rig, actually already in town. Might not have quite got in the right gear. Now, as long as it doesn't backfire and take that big vacuum line for the brake booster off, it actually drives really nice. A couple zip ties will fix up that brake booster line in no time. Shift's good, holding temp. Yeah, let's go get some gas in it. First refill of the unit. If you didn't know, gas is back here on these. Of course, we chose a high test 87 for it. But yeah, made it to the gas station under its own power. Big accomplishment, really. Overall, I'd call it a success today. I mean, yeah, it still runs a little rough. Brakes leave a lot to be desired. It kind of just dives for a corner, and I don't know if all four wheels are stopping quite the same. But we got it to the gas station, we got it back, took it around the block. It's a good ripper. Transmission works good, and what more can you really ask for? Electricals, they're gonna need some work. You know, not all the signaling devices are all there. I think I never checked. Does the horn work? Maybe the key needs to be on. If the horn doesn't work, we're gonna have to sell it. I mean, that's just... All right, you'll see this on Marketplace soon. Radio doesn't work either, which is, you gotta have a tune going in a thing like this, but we got the vent windows open, nothing better. So the next video you guys see, we're gonna be giving this thing a bath, you know. I think it'll come out decent. I mean, the interior is already pretty decent. I mean, you know, we'll patch that, but like, it's clean, like no weird smells, you know, or anything like that we have to take care of. I mean, there's rust going on here. Like, wash isn't gonna fix that, but I think a wash will go a long way. Maybe see if we can do a little on the rust there, get some nice steely look going, or even some hubcaps, you know, that'd be ideal. Yeah, you know, polish the chrome. Chrome is nice on this thing, and it's complete. Like, I mean, it's all there, like the bumpers and everything. It's, as far as it goes, all the chrome will come around nice. You know, a little rebuild in a bottle or can is pretty ideal there. And she's gonna have some bling to her, okay? She's gonna have some shine. You guys just wait and see.